Subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you all children? I hope you are doing your maths practice regularly. Today we are going to start with a new topic, that is fractions. Now we will try to understand what we mean by the word fractions. Fraction can be a part of a whole or a part of a collection. It's like, suppose if you have an apple and you cut it into equal parts, maybe you have made 4 equal parts. Now each part is a fraction. So what do you understand by the word fraction? Fraction means it is a part of a whole, okay, a portion of a whole. Now here we have to keep in mind that the parts made have to be equal. Okay, let us try to understand with the example. Say for example, you have ordered a pizza and pizza comes to you in this form. Okay, say for example, you have 4 siblings at home, 4 brothers and sisters, and 4 parts are made of the pizza which you have ordered, and the pieces made are in this way. Okay, now each sibling gets one portion, each child gets one portion of the pizza. If the parts are made like this and each one is getting one portion, do you think all 4 will be happy for what they have got or what portion of pizza they have got? Do you think they will be happy? No, right? The one who have got the biggest portion will be very happy, but the one who gets the smallest portion will not be happy, isn't it? So here the sharing done is not equal. It's not equal sharing. Such type of things we cannot say that it is a fraction. No, we cannot consider this for fraction because the parts made are not equal. Okay, so always remember when we talk about fractions, the number of parts that we are making all have to be equal. Okay, the quantity of each portion or the each part should be equal. Okay, so for that I have 2 examples over here. You can see the first one, the rectangle, here 4 parts are made and all the 4 parts are equal, are having same quantity. Okay, all the 4 parts are equal in the quantity. This we can consider as a fraction. Each part we can take it as a fraction. Same way in the second example over here, in this circle 2 parts are made. Both the parts are equal to each other. The portion that we have in each part is same or equal. Here we can say that it is a fraction. Each part is a fraction of a whole. Okay, so this becomes a fraction of the whole. This is a fraction of a whole. This also is a fraction of a whole. So each part becomes a fraction of a whole. So this here part of a whole. What we are looking into the examples, they are part of a whole. Means one whole thing, equal parts are made. Okay, we will try to write the fraction for the shaded part. Okay, the first figure that I have here in this rectangle, 4 equal parts are made and out of 4 equal parts, 1 part has been shaded, right? So if I have to write the fraction for this shaded part, it will be 1/4 or we say 1/4. Okay, we also read it as 1/4, 1/4 or 1/4. Okay, same way we will try to write the fraction for this figure. In this the shaded part is 1/2, right? 1/2. So we read it as 1/2. Okay, this is 1/2 or 1/2. Today we are going to look into these 2 fractions, quarter and half, 1/4 and 1/2. Okay, now you see when we write a fraction we use 2 numbers. Between these 2 numbers there is a line. Okay, the number that is written on the top we call it numerator and the number that we write below the line we call it denominator. Same way over here there is a number written above the line that we call as a numerator. And the number that is written below the line we call it denominator. Okay, so numerator and denominator, the number which is up it is numerator, the number which is down, it is a denominator. Now denominator, the number which is written down, tells us how many equal parts are made in that whole. Here you see 4 parts were made, right? So the 4 which is in the denominator tells us total how many parts are there. Same way here 2 parts were made in the whole, and the denominator tells us the same thing, that how many equal parts are made in the whole. Whereas the numerator tells us how many parts are selected. So here 1 part was selected. Out of 4, how many parts did we take? We have taken just 1 part. That the numerator tells us. Same way over here, just 1 part we had taken. So here the numerator tells us how many parts were selected. I hope you have understood. The total number of parts, the denominator tells us about that, how many equal parts are made, and the numerator tells us how many parts are selected out of the total parts. Okay. So once again, this is a part of a whole. Parts made should be equal. We write the fraction in this form. These are the 2 fractions that we are going to learn about today. 1/4 or quarter, 1/2 or 1/2. Okay. So here the number written above the line is called the numerator. The number written below the line is called denominator. Okay. Now next we are going to see part of a collection. Now part of a collection means here it will be a group of things. In the first example we saw that 1 part was made, the equal parts were made in the one whole thing. Maybe 1 pizza, 1 apple, or maybe 1 piece of cake, 1 whole cake, the pieces were made equal. Okay. So here 1 whole, part of a whole. But when we talk about the collection, it will be a group of things together. Like here I have some balls, group of balls, group of flowers, then I have group of some triangles and group of stars. So group of the things, okay, group of collection of things will be there, and there we will see the equal part. Again the parts that we will make in the group of collection also should be equal, okay, then only we can consider it for fraction. Now in the first one, the first collection of balls, I am going to make 4 parts. Okay, I have made 4 parts. Now here 4 equal parts are made. That means each portion or each part will have same number of things. Okay, total how many parts we had? Total how many balls we had? We had 16 balls. 4, 8, 12 and 16 balls were there. Now these 16 balls were divided into 4 groups. So each group has now 4, 4, 4, 4. You see the number of balls in each group are same. So the division or the distribution that is made is equal. So in the collection also, if we have to take it as a fraction, it has to be the equal number in each group. Okay, when we divide, each group should have equal number of things. Okay. Now in the second example, so here the first example I can say, suppose if I take these 4 balls, okay. So I have selected the first group, that is 4 balls. So I am taking 1 out of 4. So 4 groups were made, and from there I have taken 1 group. So 1/4, okay, or 1/4. Now in the second one I am just going to divide the flowers into 2 groups. Okay. Total how many flowers were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 flowers were there. I have made 2 groups. 2 groups with equal number of flowers in both the groups. So this group has 6 and the other group also has 6. So now after dividing them into 2 groups, each group should have same quantity or the same number of things. Okay, then only we can take it for fraction. If the number of things are not equal in each group, then we cannot consider it for fraction. So whenever you are making the parts or when we are dividing into groups of the collection, please remember that the number of things in each group should be same. So now I have made 2 groups and say I have taken this group of flowers, I am using them. So, I have used 1 by 2 or 1/2 of the flowers. So, this is how we write the fraction, or we divide them in groups when it is a part of a collection. Okay, part of a collection. Fraction as a part of a collection means the group of things will be there and we will divide them into equal numbers. So, each group will have equal number of things. Now, we will see if you have to find a fraction of a group of a collection, how we do that. Like say I have 8 triangles over here, 1/4 of 8. 1/4 of 8 means I have to make how many parts? 4 parts. Okay. I have to find, if I make 4 parts of 8, each part how many triangles will be there. Okay. In each part how many triangles will be there. So, I have to make 4 parts of these 8 triangles. So, for that what I will do, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. I have to divide them into 4 groups. Okay, the collection of triangles, I have to divide them into 4 groups. Okay, 4 of 8. We have to find 1/4 of 8 will be how much? So, 4 groups I have made. See 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 8 triangles are divided into 4 groups. Now, we have to find 1 out of that. That means 1 group will have how many triangles? So, each group has how many triangles? 2. So, 1/4 of 8 is equal to 2. Understood? When we divide a collection into 1 by 4, that is 4 parts, and there we have to find each group or each part will have how many triangles. Okay. Now, let us try the second example. Half of 20, there are 20 stars over here. Okay. I have to find, if I divide this 20 into 2 groups, see 1 by 2, 2 tells us how many groups we have to make, right. So, 2 groups I have to make. When I make 2 groups of 20, each group will have how many stars? That is what we have to find out. Okay, this question means that after we divide 20 into 2 groups, one group, that each group will have how many stars. So, first I have to divide this group into 2 parts. 20 I have to divide them into 2 parts. Here I will divide them like this. Okay. When we divide, I told you we have to keep in mind that both the groups should have same number of stars. So, let us see whether we have got same number of stars in both the groups or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The first group has 10. Let us check in the second group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The second group also has 10. So, we have done equal distribution. Okay, the parts that we have made is equal. The first group and the second group both have same number of stars. So, when we divide 20 into 2 parts, each group has how many stars? 10. Each group has 10 stars. So, 1 by 2 or 1/2 of 20 is 10. Okay, I hope you have understood what we mean by fractions, what we mean by part of a whole and part of a collection. Today we have just discussed 2 types of fraction, that is 1 by 4, that is quarter, and 1 by 2 or 1/2. Okay. What we mean by 1/4? 4 equal parts are made and from there we are selecting just 1 part. And 1 by 2 or 1/2 means 2 parts are made and we are selecting just 1 part. This is how we write the fraction, one number above the line and the next number will be below the line. The number that is written above the line we call it numerator, the number that is written below the line we call it denominator. And when we say part of a whole, one whole thing will be divided into equal parts. Okay. Then we saw part of a collection. Part of a collection means there will be group of things together and there we make equal parts and we will see how much or how many things will be there in each group. That is part of a collection. So, we saw that how we write 1 by 4 in a part of a collection and how we write 1 by 2 in a part of a collection. Okay. Quarter and half, how we do it in a part of a collection we saw. And then we also found how we find 1 by 4 of a number or 1 by 2 of a number. Okay, what we mean by that. So 1 by 4 of a number means 4 parts are made, and then we see that in each group how many are there, and 1 by 2 of a whole or of a collection means 2 parts are made, and in each part or each group how many are there. That is how we calculate. I hope you have understood. Again children, you need to know the multiplication tables for fractions also. Please keep revising multiplication tables on daily basis. Okay. Keep practicing all that we have discussed, and inshallah we will meet very soon with our next topic. Stay at home and be safe. Jazakumullahu khaira. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Subhanallah walhamdulillah wallah